My name is Brandon Ash-Mohammed. Me, your boy, Brandon Ash-Mohammed.
Hey Dad, it's me, Jacob.
What the hell is going on with my body?
Hilarious. Ben Sosa Wright! bitchy comedian. Straight gagging.
Whoa. I look so tired today.
No, the opposite, Brandon. I was going to say your hair's looking great. Jacob, your hair too. Both of you are serving volume and like...
Fro.
I'm more of a Utica queen. Mine's made of squirrels.
Yours made a squirrel.
I didn't want to appropriate.
A squirrel was trying to break into my house. I bet you it was fucking...
Oh!
Yeah.
What was going on there?
Maybe it saw my hair and it was just like, oh, family.
My sister. It's so weird because season 14 just happened, but already I'm like, oh right.
Was it season 14?
Season 13. Sorry.
I was just like, damn.
See, even it's like I can't keep track. I just noticed we have a gorgeous little banner that says season 2, episode 2 party.
Season 2, episode 2
Yes,
party.
Spencer.
Oh wow,
Spencer.
Spencer with the
Oh
graphics.
my god. Wait, should I say something? That it's my birthday.
Say it.
I was going
It
to
is
say
Ben's birthday, everybody.
It's Ben's birthday. It's the holy day.
It's the biggest day of the year.
Happy birthday. Okay, no, we'll save that for later.
We'll say oh my god, but literally, and I'm gonna say something. I love having a birthday in COVID. I loved it.
Really?
People complaining, being like, "Oh, I can't do stuff." I was like, it felt nice to have like no pressure to kind of like do something. You know what I mean? To kind of have like a
I'm
party.
just trying to think of like all of the birthdays that I've known you for, and then I guess like I don't know. Is it 4 birthdays? I don't know. I think it's technically 4 birthdays, but
Oh my
the
God.
only one that there was the one that you had. The only one that I could like. The first one I remember was the one where you hosted Working Women.
Yes, with Aiden.
Yes, and then there was your one last year, and then this year. Okay, yeah. So, yeah.
Oh my god! Because I feel like when we met, my birthday had happened, but we were like just getting to know each other.
Yeah, we were just sisters.
We were just. Oh my god!
Getting...
And you know what's so funny? Is you know who gave me flowers at that birthday show?
Oh,
I know.
It's not me, is it?
No, it was.
Like I didn't know you that well.
It was
Your birthday show.
Shanty. It was Shanty. Anyway,
Ooh.
oh my god, I love dropping names.
Shantala.
it was.
It was Shangela. Okay, well, speaking.
Shantala.
Imagine the aforementioned person we mentioned started a drag career and their drag name was Shantala.
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 CH.
Did we enjoy episode 2 of season 2?
I enjoyed it. I watched
Great.
it. I watched
Great.
it.
I
watched
it.
Australia and then I watched that.
Could we
I
talk about
hated
Australia for
Australia.
let's talk about Australia for just a second because I'm really disappointed so far.
I did not like it.
Is it just me or does the stage for Australia, like the set feels smaller and it feels like low budget?
Well, I think there was something that happened. I can't remember what happened, but I remember that somebody in like the House of Commons was like, or in Sydney or whatever, was like yelling at the government, and they're like, Drag Race could have been here, and
Exactly.
you remember that? And I think
I do
that
remember
something happened because remember when they said the budget was $30,000, like they could win $30,000.
Yes, I was this fierce. Like she was like it was in like the House of Commons.
Yeah, because even the
whatever.
Canadian version is $100,000.
And yeah, it's like I feel like also not to shade New Zealand. I'm sure they have amazing things to offer, but I feel like when I think about like productions, like you think of like Toronto, London, and Hollywood all have like big studios or are known for like being places where you shoot stuff. New Zealand, other than like Lord of the Rings, it's like what else is happening?
Yeah, I guess that's where they could get it. It's really weird that they wouldn't try to like bounce on the opportunity.
I
But
know.
season 2.
Yeah.
It looks awful.
Oh, the
It
prize
looks
amount
like the
was
worst version.
It does look like it
the
was.
prize amount is apparently the most they were allowed to give. Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
They
like
might
in
have
Australia, you can't get more than that on TV.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know how
They
it
have
works
like
with
Who Wants
funding
to
and
Be like a
stuff.
$30,000 heir.
Well, there's like all of those funding rules, like with the UK, because it's like publicly funded, they can't
Yeah.
give any prize money.
I kind of like how in the UK the
Everyone's
prize is
different.
just the badge. The badge feels like almost more exciting. Like when they get a
The repeater badge.
when they get a repeater badge, they're so excited. I love it.
I want a badge.
I want a badge. For me, it would
We
be.
should have a
and
badge each episode.
Oh my god, Jacob, you have a badge on right now, a Pepsi.
The Pepsi badge, the repeater Pepsi badge.
I love that shirt. Value Village.
Oh, ooh.
Value Village. Of
We're
course.
learning facts. New Zealand has looser production laws, and it's very easy to film there. Power Rangers films there for a reason.
Power Rangers.
I will say though, like we can put down the set but everything about the show felt worse. It felt like RuPaul didn't even want to be there and was like contractually obligated just to say words every once in a while. They had no like enjoyment.
Yeah.
It felt like
She's like, I'm not doing drag.
the queens feel rusty.
I'm not doing drag.
I think I know T about that. I think Raven had to quarantine longer.
Okay.
I think people in the comments, if they know, I would love to know that. But yeah, like also the queens, like okay, for instance, Art Simone and Karen from finance, and let's say Coco. What's your last name? Coco Jumbo.
Chanel.
Coco Chanel. And those queens, like, are obviously, those are kind of like the main queens. Coco Jumbo was the only queen who I actually was like, oh, like, this is a great queen. And then, like, the other girls, like, Art Simone and Karen from Finance, I just found boring. Art Simone she wasn't funny. She was just mean to me. Like, I was like, why is
Yeah.
this woman being so rude? It wasn't
There was
shady.
no standouts for me.
I liked
Yeah.
being
I had
able to
zero
hear
standouts.
about like Indigenous Australian culture and all
me
of that,
too.
and like because it's very
But
parallel
then-
to like yeah.
Yeah, but in
Yeah,
true
the drive wasn't
Australian...
strong.
Yeah, but in true Australian fashion, they got rid of the Indigenous girl first.
Yeah.
And I was like, really, Australia? Not the best look for you specifically. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't
Back
know.
to season 2.
I will say, and Rue said something in this episode of season 2 of Drag Race where he said, I do sassy. I don't do bitchy.
I don't do bitchy. I was thinking.
And Art Simone needs to do that. She's like, she needs to do sassy, not bitchy. That's all I'm gonna say about Art Simone. But
You do not like Art Simone.
I just
I
don't
can barely
really-
remember Art Simone at this point.
her
Is there
face
something
kinda
weird
bugs
about
me.
just watching Simone win and then there's this new girl who just threw art in front of it and is significantly worse at drag? And I have to be like, yeah, this girl's fierce.
I will say that I did like Karen from Finance's entrance. How she just kept walking.
I like the name.
Yeah. Oh, but
Like,
apparently
where's
that
my
queen
mark?
is cancelled.
Why?
Ooh.
I don't think she's truly. I think she has a racist tattoo. I heard
Yeah.
that. People in the comments sound the fuck off. But
What's new?
okay, this episode, Shangela, she's
Just commitment to
gone.
the Karen bit.
Sorry.
Angela's gone.
She's
Oh
gone.
yeah, I just think the tattoo
Shandy.
might be commitment to the Karen bit. She just might really believe in the character.
Shanji's gone.
Shanji's out of there.
Shanji's gone.
It's so
Will
funny.
we see her ever again?
I know.
Okay.
It's so funny to see her true origin story and be like, she goes on to become one of the most famous Drag Race
Yeah.
girls. Started from the bottom. Wait, no, what's her verse again? When she's like, God, the whole world saying hallelujah. And she really did. She really did.
Got the
But-
whole.
I love Shangela.
I love her.
I
And
remember I
she
said-
left. You guys were saying that's the first lipstick message ever.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Which I
Because
love.
the queens don't even know how to get rid of it. There's no
No.
like decorum on how to get rid of it.
Well, it's so funny because, like, in the early seasons, they really are just trying to figure out, like, what the show is.
They're still
like,
figuring out like the formatting, just like it's
it's
really
so
funny
great.
just like watching them RuPaul come to the main stage and just talk to them. Like just be like,
Okay, this is
"Hey, what
what-
did you think?"
Okay,
What
so
were
fate,
Karen
fate
supposedly
conquers
has.
all. Oh yeah, I think it's called like the name. I forget what the name is, but it sounds racist.
How do
Isn't
you
that
read that? I don't even know. Is that a word I can say?
caricature?
It's
Oh, that just
caricature.
says caricature. I'm just dumb.
Caricature. You're like, can I
This is
say
why.
that?
This is why. I
Okay,
can't be
okay,
this
you are
far away from the
Utica. You are
laptop.
Utica. You are Utica. You are Utica.
I know.
You are. I don't know
Okay,
if I can say
this totally.
caricature.
Can I say the C word on this?
Can I caricature? I'm so sorry, Brandon. I'm so sorry.
You could say caricature, but not with a hard R.
Oh God, yeah, I
that
used
too
a hard R on
Oh,
caricature.
okay,
No,
Ben.
that was. I took it too
Ben's
far.
canceled.
No,
I know
you're
that's.
fine.
No, I didn't like that on me. I
I'm
didn't.
standing for the rest of the pod.
This is just like your Sammy Sosa joke.
Oh my god, terrible. Oh my
Jacob
God.
is canceled for saying the word caricature. Fuck.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine? That's all it took for me. Just the end right there.
Production
was
gave
pumped.
Shangela a makeup sheet so she can do the steps, and she assumed everyone was given one until Sahara told her it wasn't.
Interesting. That's how badly they wanted Shangela on the show.
Yeah, I think they knew. They recognized her talent.
Yeah, she really was like the only one who felt like she knew she was on TV. Like all the other queens are kind of like shy.
But at that point, it's like, why did you send her home right away if you were this desperate to get her on?
Well, she didn't do well.
I didn't
Maybe
think she did that poorly, though. You could have easily sent home another queen. You could have sent home Mystique if she didn't do that incredible split that was beyond iconic, or you could have sent home Sahara.
You could not send.
I know, I love Sahara, so I don't want to take it. I just know that's who lip synced.
Our dancing angel. Sorry, and Sahara, she really like you could tell she felt like not regret, but she felt like remorseful after she sent Shangela home. She was like, that girl was my sister, but I had to send her home, and I was like, oh.
Well, when she was just like, yeah, I won. She wasn't even sad.
But oh my god, I literally forgot what I was about to say. Oh wait, but who? No, sorry, I literally had my brain broke just then. I was like, what season does Shangela come back on? And I was just
The
imagining
next season.
But remember when she also
And
pops
season
out,
4.
She pops into the box in season 4, and for some reason that's all I could picture. And I was like, but no, Shangela doesn't come back season 4. But they just love to do that with her. But then they do the mini challenge. Wait, does anything happen before that? I don't know.
Not that I can remember.
Yeah, I don't think I can remember.
I feel, oh my god, but I feel like they're all mean to Mystique.
They're
Like,
all
we
mean to
watch it-
Mystique and
I think they're all mean to Nicole Page.
And Nicole Page.
This was a
she's just like,
sad
I have a
episode.
son. I got a son. My
Oh my
son's
God.
gonna be like, my dad's a drag superstar.
I love when they're like, Nicole, do you think you'll ever like show your kid your show? And she's like, maybe when he's like 6. I'm like,
No, 4 or 5.
4, yeah, 4 or 5.
I'll think of an episode to show him, one that's appropriate. I'm like, you're only on 2 episodes.
And this one you're doing burlesque.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they need to bring back these. We'll get to there, but wait.
You can just
Okay.
really see where we are in like time with,
Oh,
with the
yeah.
challenges. Like when they
Oh
said
my
they made a
God.
Pussycat Doll reference, I was just like, okay, yeah.
Or when they just make them go out into public and the public has no idea what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, especially back then, because back then everyone just thought drag queens were trans people. They just
Yeah.
thought that they were just like, and then trans people were also very marginalized, and they were just like, so.
Yeah. And also, I feel like, especially growing up, like, I only ever saw, like, drag or, like, even trans women portrayed on, like, TV as, like, it was always, like, related to, like, sex workers or, like, drugs. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like there's always, like, these nefarious connotations that came along with drag. And,
Yeah.
like, you even saw, like, people were, like, running, like, away from them. And it was, like, you're running away from, like, that's Sahara, you know? Like, she's the sweetest girl in the world. Like, not that, I mean... Literally, also, it would be rude to run away from a sex worker, like anyone, you know what I mean. But still,
Okay. Us three are on there. we're all in drag and we're trying to sell cherry pies. What is our strategy between the three of us? Because I think it's divide and conquer. I think we need to like have some sort of thing where we set a rapport with the people. You know what I mean? Like you gotta kind of be like, hey, here's a funny.
It's just like we're barking.
Yeah, you gotta know how to bark.
I was
Jacob,
good at
have
barking.
you ever
I was
did
good
you
at
ever
barking.
bark?
I think I barked a few times, but it's the most humiliating.
I
If
would
you're
help
listening,
people bark.
barking is when you have to get people to come to your
I
comedy
would
show who
help
don't want to.
Natalie when the Crimson Wave first started. I would help bark for the show, and I remember I'd be like, "Hey, y'all better come see the Crimson." I would just do like crazy shit, and they'd be like, "Is he gonna be on? We want to see him." And then then people would come, but I wouldn't be on.
Oh
my god, Brandon, you'd be
damn.
great at barking. Like
Yeah.
I would listen.
Yeah,
I love
I hate talking to people.
I love how Tatiana was like, Sonique was rude. Like Raven was just a statue. I love that comment. And also like it felt like those girls like they just really threw them on the street. Like,
Yeah, it didn't feel safe.
I know. I was like,
Like,
it was
do they
such a
have
busy.
security?
I know it was such a busy street, and I'm like,
Well, it is also Hollywood, like the Walk of Fame. So down there, it's like really, really crazy. So.
Oh my god! If they were selling pies, Jacob would be the cashier, Brandon would be the baker, and Ben would be the icon. Oh my god, Larry!
Okay, Larry.
I want to be like
Why are you saying okay? I'm a fucking cashier. At least you have like
why is he the
job.
cashier,
I have,
money
like,
man?
That's
That's
I'm a
racist.
cashier. I can't even do math. I literally just failed to say the most simple word.
one of my biggest nightmares is having to work a cashier. Honestly, when people work cashiers, I'm like,
Have you never done it before?
No, never.
Oh my god, I did it.
I was a cashier, Bolt Barn, worst cashier you could be. All codes.
God.
Codes.
I would some days at my old job, I would be a secretary at a private school, and that like when I had to transfer calls, often like I just wouldn't know how to do it. I would just hang up, and then like they'd call back, and I'd be like, "Oh, sorry, I think it fell through." I literally would just like, I would just be like, "Oh, I don't know, they must be busy," but I just didn't.
Okay, so when I worked at Nicholson's No Frills at Runnymede and Bloor, there was a desk that nobody told me was like the desk that had like the people would call, and that would be like the phone. That would be like the one to the outside world. So nobody told me this. So then I was just there, and people kept calling and asking for people. And then like the boss's wife called me like, "Can I speak to Mike?" And I was like, "Who's that? Who's that?" And I was like, "I don't know who that is. Sorry," and I hung up. And then they had to like walk me through how to speak on the phone properly because I was just like, "I don't know who that is." Like, so.
I would love for us to all like work at like a grocery store together.
Ugh, no.
But only like
Things are behind me.
no, but like it's just like a 1 hour shift, you know?
A 1 hour shift.
And we just kind of like are like putting stuff on the shelf.
I remember I screamed at this person I worked with. I like yelled. I was like so angry at them because they found out that I was like, this was like when I first started doing comedy, and they were like this YouTubing like scene twink.
Oh.
And they were like, they would go up to people, and because they found out I was a comedian, they'd be like, "Oh my god, do you even think he's funny? Like, is he even funny?" And he was just like really bitchy. So then I was just like, "I heard you were motherfucking talking about me," and then I was just like screaming, and like it was literally like fucking I'm from Chicago, just in the parking lot, and he was just like. But I was going off. I
used to have that experience too, where I'd work at like if I was working at a restaurant. I would literally just be like, I literally would not be myself. I would just be like quiet, do my job, like get out of there. And then like people would find out I did comedy, and like everyone would be like, "Really? Like Ben?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, it's because I'm not friends with any of you. So I'm not going to be like."
They're like, "Yo, he's so quiet."
Well, also, oh my god, I used to work at
You're the people I'm shit talking.
I know, literally, and also like the people, and then like the worst. Oh my god, you two can identify with this.
Thank you, Larry.
What did Larry say? And the truth is, Brandon's hysterical.
Yes.
It's true.
It's the truth.
Brandon is literally the funniest comedian
Get
in the
his
world.
Oh,
Got his album
Not yet.
Capricornication, honey.
Not
We
yet.
had some sales last time we plugged it. I saw.
Yeah, I think I
We
got some
saw the
sales.
sales come through.
Capricornication. Capricorn is in the sign.
I should have made a Capricornation. Oh, whatever.
Okay, so
Why?
the mini-
I Capricornication sounds good. But okay, let's get back to the episode. So, oh, but no, I was just gonna say my worst nightmare is when coworkers are like, "I want to come see your show."
And I'm
That
like,
would be the worst.
no.
Oh my god, the worst is like, and I actually love the coworkers, the ladies I would work at the daycare, my daycare ladies. If any of them are watching, know that I love you all. I miss you, my Moncrest girlies.
I
But
miss you guys.
most of them are like women, and they're like 40s and 50s, and they're kind of like, I don't know. And I was like, I don't want to like make them come to like the Social Capital Theater, you know? I'm like, it just feels sad. Anyone disrespect Brandon, I'll put a curse on them. Yes,
I'm gonna take you up on that.
This is
Brandon,
a great comment.
I don't know if Brandon needs your help on cursing people because Brandon does have supernatural abilities.
To curse people?
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Put X's on motherfuckers.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, we gotta get to this mini
Okay,
challenge.
we gotta get to the mini challenge.
This
So the mini
iconic
challenge.
Mini challenge. It's the Barb. Weren't they like dressing up a Barbie?
They're dressing up
yeah.
a Rue doll. The girls pair off, and then Mystique is left alone.
May I say
Sad.
the way Mystique got left alone and the way the numbers split up, it just seemed like they didn't have enough dolls. Like they just didn't have the budget. To
That's
get
probably
enough
what
dolls.
happened. That's honestly
I actually
probably
think
what
it
happened.
is. I think they had a limited amount.
Yeah. Well, also like the way the girls scramble for materials makes me think that the production are probably like, listen, this is all we have, because like they even like played like heavy metal music as like they're all like grabbing stuff, and like Tatiana's mad. She only has like a handful of fabric. It's like it's
What am I
vicious.
gonna do with that?
But they definitely, I think the opposite. Because I feel like at some point they had to be like, yo, we have to tell the queens like they can't do this because we're gonna get sued if something happens.
Yeah.
Like, because now no one does that. Do you know what I mean? Like when there's a challenge and all the fabrics are in the middle, it doesn't seem as intense as this fucking season.
I also think that like after watching, I don't know, when you watch that stuff on TV, you probably are like, oh, I don't want to be that. You know, I feel like the queens know that they don't want to be like I don't know, who took a lot? Tyra?
Tyra took all the things and then wouldn't give them.
Yeah, just like
Tyra-
like you used all my glitter.
We need to say this right now. Tyra in this episode,
It's so funny.
Epic. It's the
so
funniest person
funny.
I've ever seen.
It's so funny.
we just can't, I don't even know where to begin. And it's watching it, it's like, it's almost sad to watch because I'm like, we'll never get something this perfect again because no one will have the audacity to like, my favorite
Not
part.
even dance.
This is this is a jumping ahead a bit, but when Tyra's like sleeping on the couch and the interaction ends with Rue being like, all right, go back to sleep, girl. And Tyra did. Like,
Tyra's
she
just like, yeah, okay.
she's like, but she was right. And Tyra had a point. She's like, all these girls are hot gluing. And Tyra actually is, she's not delusional. Like Tyra is an amazing sewer designer. So she literally was like, honestly, Rue, like I finished my outfit. Like I just don't need as much time as these other girls. And I feel like Rue was like, all right. But I love that. But the girls designed the little dolls. Pandora's doll was funny. She had her doll had the little heel on her hand.
Was that Free for All?
I think that was Free for All.
Yeah, sure, free for all they won.
And I think I forget which doll this was, but Rue asked Jessica Wilde, "Oh, what's this doll's name?" And she says, "What did she say?" She says something.
She's
whore.
like something whore. Wild whore.
Wild.
He's a wild whore.
Oh my god, I love that. I love that energy of her probably talking to like back in Puerto Rico, probably talking to her friends who speak English, being like, what are the words that'll really get these gringos going? And like they were like, say whore. Now I just picture her like in her head being like, what do I say? And her be like, yes, got it.
Wild whore.
Jessica Wilde, and honestly, watching her, it really is. I'm like, she should have, and I mean, the judges do. She makes it pretty far, and like the judges do like her. But I'm like, I feel like she should have gotten like an award at the end because like she had to work, like she truly like had to work so much harder than those girls. Like, did not speak English. Like she had enough English to get by, but like especially something as like niche as Drag Race, like
Yeah.
I mean, it's wild, but she never gave up, and she
Ooh, I
she
love
did
this drink, acai.
I love this
drink. Oh, I love this drink.
I love her. Oh my god. But
All stars.
Who
All
win-
stars.
oh, she better be. I think she will.
Have we kept up with the Tamisha Amon drama this week?
No. What happened? I don't really understand.
Yeah, tell me what happened.
I don't. Maybe maybe our
Comments,
fans
can you
probably
tell
know
us
more
what's
than
happening?
me.
Yeah,
This is what
comments
I
now.
understand. Tamisha Amon has been like hyping up that she's gonna do like the Tamisha Amon show and talk shit about like Monet, and that was like her big thing. And then she went to do it, and before she did, she got like a bunch of letters from RuPaul and Drag Race being like, "Hey, you signed a contract saying you pretty much can't shit talk people." I don't really know. I don't know.
Didn't come to... Okay,
Have you
well,
subscribed to the Tamisha Amon network, the TMN?
I heard
TIN?
that she, it's like
Yeah.
The TIN.
it's $15 a month.
Yeah, it's more expensive than HBO Go, HBO Max. whatever the
Well, I
fuck
want
it
to
is.
sign up.
We should
I
sign
bet
up.
it's
We
great.
should get an account.
It's I think because she's coming. I know she's upset with Monet.
Yeah,
and that's
I
kind
did
of
hear.
what spurred this.
I heard her say she will not do All Stars.
Tamisha?
Yeah, we may have seen the last of
Why?
Tamisha on Drag Race because I don't think she likes the people on Drag. Like, I don't think she's getting along with the behind the scenes Drag Race.
Oh, with World of Wonder? Oh,
Interesting.
no.
Yeah,
But Tamisha just like she's great.
She's good and she deserves
people are calling her Skamisha Amon.
Skamisha.
Scamisha. The night of the alleged supposed moment, she did some wink, dragging and exposing, and Bob decided to go live, dragging all of the Monet looks.
I still can't tell what's going on. Hilarious that Bob immediately released a Bob is coming for you Monet video. Interesting. It seems like Tamisha said she was going to read and then just didn't. I think probably because legally she was scared.
Wow.
I don't
Okay.
know.
This
No,
is the
because I
opposite of how our podcast should be. Now it's just the fans telling us what's happening. We're all just reading.
Well, I was trying to figure out what the hell was happening, and then I was just like, I don't want to listen to Bussy or whatever his name is.
They're all just watching three guys read, and I already showed them I don't know how to read.
Oh my god. Okay. Well,
Okay,
let's get
back to
back
the-
into it. The winning doll is I forget.
Pandora.
It was
Box.
Free for All.
It was just
Yeah,
for all.
Free for All.
Pandora is like something about her just makes me nervous.
What
I'm
do you
like,
mean?
you know
She
what I
doesn't have a lot of confidence.
Yeah, it's just she's very like I don't know. I'm like, have fun, girl.
Pandora out of drag looks like Elliot's like uncle or something. Yeah.
He
Elliot with one T.
No, not that Elliot. We're talking
Oh,
about. I'm
okay.
talking about.
What Elliot?
oh like our friend.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we fucking expect our fans to understand that.
Sorry, I meant Elliot with two T's. Yeah.
Can I say something?
What?
I love you, Brandon.
Oh, you love me? Oh my God,
Olivia,
scared me.
hi girl.
I'm scared the fuck out
Thank
of
you,
me.
Queen. You're a Taurus Queen as well.
That's right.
Uh-oh.
Taurus.
21.
Oh my god. I am turning 18, so I can drink next year. Yay.
Okay, you can finally legally
In
get
Montreal.
boxed in the ass.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Oh my god, I love that.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I can finally go get high, so I'm gonna go do that. I'll be right back.
No, don't come back. You didn't watch the episode.
Don't come back.
She didn't watch the episode.
How many
Olivia is
edibles
so
has
funny.
Ben taken? He looks too happy.
I said I love my sisters.
You love my
That's
sister.
why. Cause like I'm looking at both these girls before me, and I'm like, look how beautiful they are.
Aw,
I got a
it's Ben's
chain.
birthday, and we are so excited for that fact.
I got a
Truly.
chain.
Did you get? Are you drinking? on your
No,
end?
I don't like drinking when I don't have like a place to go. You know what I mean? I get like one drink and then I feel kind of like restless. I'm like, let's get going. But if I'm just in my room, I get like, whoa. You know what I mean? But let's get back to the episode. So then Rue tells the girls their challenge of the week, which is they are going to be divided into groups, learn a little dance,
Pussycat
striptease,
Doll burlesque.
burlesque. They have a teaching moment with two pole dance.
Two strippers.
I was going to say stripper. I don't know if they're strippers. Are they?
I don't
Maybe.
know.
But
Pole
these women,
dancers.
pole dancer, gorgeous extraordinaire, Alina's, and the queen's reactions are so like I'm
They're
like
just like, whoa.
Tatiana's like, I almost saw a vagina, like yeah. And I'm like, Tatiana, grow up, girl.
Can I say, I loved when Raven had a testimonial and she was like, Nicole Brooks doesn't do sexy. She said word for word, this is a sexy contest and she's not sexy.
She's just so rude.
There's so
This
mean
is
to
a
Nicole.
sexy contest. Oh my god, they're so mean to Nicole.
Nicole, but I mean, she's not that great. My favorite is Tyra refusing to
She
get
was
on the
just like,
pole.
I don't want to do that. I'm not a
I
slut.
don't-
I'm not a hoe.
She
Like,
says
but you're a
that's
bad girl, but I'm not a bad
not
slut.
bad. She's not a bad slut, and I love how she's like, "That's too hoish for me."
Yeah.
She's like, "Absolute." I love it, and it's so funny.
I was
'cause
like, you had a
Ty-
baby in high school. Shut up.
I love it because Tyra like is so committed to like to the whole fantasy. She's like, "No, I'm a gorgeous lady, and I'm not."
I will never do that. I'm Tyra Sanchez.
Oh my god, it's truly so funny to me. Then the girls, they each do their little dancey. Nicole is bad. Morgan was shocking on that pole. Morgan out of drag is very scary to me.
Oh yeah.
I know her eyes are just so like, she's very like that Miley Cyrus meme with the blue eyes.
She kind of looks like a fish.
Yeah, she does think she's a fish.
Tyra being mad at Pandora for not putting her on her team and being like, her across from me like, Pandora, like, why didn't you put me on your team? Like, now I'm stuck with these girls. I'm like,
I'm stuck with these
Tyra.
ugly bitches that I
these
don't
ugly
like.
bitches. That just,
Yeah.
her
and
voices.
And Jessica
Tyra's
was just like, I don't even speak English, but I can feel the tension here.
Pandora or Tyra's voice is so like, it's so funny because it's so like bassy. Like
It's so like
such,
it's
she's
like
like-
my voice, but like, yeah.
but like it's because she's such like her drag persona is so demure and ladylike, and she's such like a poised woman, and then she's like
Out of drag, she's just an aggressive man.
oh my
The
god, but I just-
messiest
She
man.
might be one of the most aggressive men ever on the show.
yeah.
She has the most straight qualities I've ever seen in a queen. She might
Yeah,
be
that
the
is a very
She
straight
has
thing,
a
just-
child, so that's pretty
Yeah.
straight already. But then
I
she's so like, you don't fucking tell her what to do. Like, she does not give a fuck.
Yeah, she's so young too.
You know some straight men like Tyra?
I know a lot of straight men like Tyra where you like
Who?
try to give them any advice for like me. That's just what being a guy is. You tell us to do something and we do the opposite. We're stupid fucking idiots.
Yeah,
With,
I'm
like,
a I'm a Taurus, so I'm stubborn.
You got those Taurus tendencies.
The Taurus,
Those
my
toxic
TTs,
Taurus tendencies.
triple T.
Yeah.
Oh
Ben
my
with
god.
two T's.
Oh, a Benti, a Bent.
Ben with two T's.
Benti.
Taurus tendencies.
Move over, Fenty. We got Benty.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Brand. We could get a Fenty campaign out of this.
Oh, let's do
Ever
it.
thought of that?
Let's do it. Let's get Tatiana. I want to be like Rihanna going to prom.
Tatiana.
Oh my god.
Do you guys find Tatiana's voice annoying?
I love it. I love
Really?
I am a Tatiana stan. I
Me
think
too.
she's so funny. She
I
is so
find-
funny.
I really enjoy her in season 2 of All Stars.
Yeah,
Not as
she's
much as when she's like this young. It's interesting. Like, she's definitely just like so young and
Yeah, she lied
She's
about
so-
being on the show. Like, she lied about her age to get on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How old is she actually?
She was 20, but you have to be like 21 or whatever.
Yeah, because she like she like turned 21 when they were shooting or something.
Or something like that.
But I think the editing for season 2 literally is the funniest editing I've ever seen. Like during the rehearsal, it's like the first group was rehearsing and it's like fine, it's copacetic, they're like vibing, and then it cuts to Tyra's group and it cuts right to Tyra being like, well, I could be a bigger bitch. And it's like they're already fighting. It's so good. It's like there's conflict at every corner with Tyra, and it's like nothing.
Everyone's practicing, and Tyra's just like, I learned by watching, not by doing.
I love that.
And the thing is, like Tyra, like she did the routine, like
She's
well.
like,
So
if they asked me to do it right now, I could do it better than all of them. I know.
I
Every
love
step.
just her arms crossed, her eyebrow
Yeah.
arch, watching them rehearse, just like so.
With the craziest, most chaotic, drawn-on eyebrows. Like it was just like,
Oh my god! And then when they're like. When they're making they're like making their looks for the challenge, which I feel like they don't do that anymore. Like you don't make a look for a challenge. I feel like.
yeah, you
these
do
days.
every now and then. Oh no, not for a challenge. No.
I feel like because
Not
they were all
anymore.
like you have to like design like a group, because now it's like when they have a girl group thing, they all like they just all like find stuff in their
Yeah,
closet
but or
that
they're
just looks the same.
they give them stuff. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
It is interesting, like, to see, because I haven't watched this early. It's interesting to see queens who haven't watched the show enough to understand, like, how to play it. Like,
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
it's the second season, so they only have the first
Yeah.
season to.
it's cool.
It's so I love it because they literally like they're so real. Like these girls are being, because now when we watch them, it's like the queens are being like they're kind of self-producing. They're editing a bit, like they're not, unless you're a queen like Tamisha or like other queens. Even well, truly like Tamisha, like literally she's just like she's not interested in like curating, like like a queen like Aquaria gets on that show and
Yeah.
she's like, I'm gonna like come off as this queen, I'm gonna serve this amount of looks, and I'm gonna like check all these boxes. But I feel like queens like, and I'm trying to think of other queens like
Jasmine Masters.
Jasmine Masters, like Tamisha, even like I don't know, a queen like Sharon
Laganja.
Well, Laganja's interesting because Laganja was doing so much production that it actually became in and of itself like a new art form. Like it was just like its own thing. I miss her. Or even like a queen like Gia, who like maybe she does have like an agenda of like I want to be a villain, but within that she's like still being like she's being herself. Like she's not.
Yeah.
She's just like not like putting up any filters or whatever, which I love. But like
What?
a queen like. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Even Katya as well. Katya's a
Yeah.
queen like that, I feel like, because she's like, you're just gonna like get what you get with her. She's not like interested in the clicks or whatever.
Sorry, I keep thinking about this Tatiana moment where she was just like, yeah, sweet in the streets, freak in the sheets, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna be sweet. And then it just cuts to her being like, cherry pie.
That cherry pie. So well, Jacob, this
Cherry
is.
pie?
Do you remember in All Stars 4, Naomi Smalls had a runway where she referenced this challenge, where she had like a burnt
Not
cherry
really.
pie. She has a burnt cherry pie, and she's kind of a housewife, and she on the runway she's being like cherry pie.
Okay, what was that?
What was that? Ben's mic
What?
just fucking went.
Your mic like malfunctioned, and it was like cherry pie.
Cherry pie.
Yeah,
Cherry
I'm
pie.
like- No, that
I
she's
heard
cherry pie in the morning.
was Cherry Pie also like an homage to this challenge? She got canceled like this challenge.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I miss her, JK.
We
I
all-
think she literally she has cameo, I think.
So does Shanti. So the thing about Cherry Pie is here I like this. We were talking about like queens not knowing how to play it yet, and like watching Tyra try and make like a team challenge about her when it comes to outfits. It's like someone as skilled as Tyra, if they were on now, would know to be like, okay, we all wear something that complements each other and like ties in. But like because they're skilled, they're just selfish in season 2, and it's awesome.
Just like we don't care. Like we don't care how we come off. There's no
Yeah.
fandom. There's no death threats. They're just like, okay, I'm just gonna do whatever I want.
It was so funny. Just Tyra looked so cozy, like in that couch. Like when Rue was talking to her, she didn't even like sit up. She was still just kind of like. I loved it so. And then when Rue goes back to the top of the stairs and is like telling them the rest, they cut to like all the queens are standing looking, and they cut to Tyra, and she's literally like.
She's just like, I'm sleeping.
Just I love it, and honestly, like her outfit looked great, so she earned that nap in my opinion. But
Now we go to the challenge.
wait, could I just say my favorite part
Yeah.
of when they're making the runways is when Tatiana, or for the challenge, when Tatiana was like mad that they took their fabric and then she got the fabric back, and then she was kind of like, I like the skirts by the way, like they're really cute, and then Jujubee was like, are you getting fierce with me, Miss Tati? Like shutting down the read like right away. She was like, what was that? And then Tatiana was like, no, like I actually think they look cute. It was so funny. I was like, no, you
Jimmy
didn't.
does not like Tatiana.
They actually love each other.
I think it's because they,
unexpected.
I think they knew each other from back. They were aware of each other from back in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Brandon, you're very Jujubee and I'm very Tatiana.
Oh.
Is that true? Yeah, that is kind of true.
I see that. Like, if I try to be like fierce with you, you'd be like, "What was that?" You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do do that.
What was that?
When you try to do that, when you do try to do that, I'm always just like, what? What did you say to me, you fucking bitch?
Oh my god,
Do you
are
need me
very
to slap you?
If you were a drag queen, I see you'd be like very Jujubee.
That's good. That just means good. So yeah.
Because like she's like pretty, but she's also like funny. She's funny, but not like Jujubee's like funny. Because even like when they were,
Juju's B's a good writer.
Brandon, I was literally just about to say like she thinks so quickly, and like she was saying joke like when they were selling pies and Tyra was like, she's like helping Tyra stand up on something, and she's like, remember girl, like think soprano with your voice. I was like, Jujubee, like that is so funny and just so like off. She's so good with that. I love Jujubee. She's rumored to be I've been waiting all week for this to ask the listeners or the viewers. I always say listeners because I can't see them. Does that make sense? Anyway, what is the tea about the International All-Stars season? Is this real? The rumors are that it's wrapped already and that Jujubee and Monique Hart are in it. The same with Cheryl Hole, Blue Hydrangea, and Bag of Chips, and Lemon, Jimbo, and I think Rita Bega.
Interesting.
Damn. I'm gonna have to contact my intel.
Okay, people are saying it's real. Give us more, Silver Star.
Okay, no.
Miles.
Okay, no.
I heard. Here's what I heard. It wrapped. It's gonna be 6 week, like a 6-episode event. So I bet they probably shot it in like what 2 weeks, 3 weeks. They probably.
It's usually like 3 episodes, like 2 to 3 days to shoot an episode. So
okay.
Yeah.
So like. Oh my god, people have read spoilers already. They heard that Thai Queen is in it. I've heard that one of the co-hosts of Drag Race Thailand is in it.
Doesn't that set up?
I heard one of the Holland queens is in it too.
Don't you have to have an equal amount of each place because they all pick lipsticks and are...
They should just have like an all-star season with like all of the all-stars that are actually like I would love to have seen like Jimbo on like a regular all-star season.
Oh yeah, me too. I think you'd win.
Yeah. Jimbo was really funny.
Oh yeah. So there's 8 contestants and it was apparently filmed in London. I don't know how I feel about like when they have the shorter like 8 contestant all-stars. That goes by so fast.
Yeah, that's like probably like 6, 7 episodes.
I know, I'd like more. They better do like a fun reunion.
I feel like they can't get too many people on All Stars because they only have so many queens.
Yeah, there's only so many things, and it's also like getting visas and whatever. I mean, technically, they could just shoot it in Canada.
We all want Coco Montrese back.
Me too.
We all want it.
Coco.
Remember Kahana Montrese?
Yeah, the best of both worlds.
Wow. Okay.
Calorie Kardashian.
And Calorie Kardashian. But then the queens are dancing their routines.
Who had the better routine?
Mystique's group.
Yeah, Mystique's group 100% had the better.
That was and they
It
were
was on
like
beat.
it was on beat. They were like Merle and Dita, they were living for it. Rue was living for it, Santino was living for it. Mystique was killing it. They were good. They worked well as a group in my opinion. And I liked them. And the audience, it seemed like they were having fun. The other group seemed a bit more like they were trying to be like just sexy, but this group was more like dance and sexy,
Yeah.
which I like.
The first one was just like they weren't on beat. They were not doing anything. They were just like,
Can I say something? You know who looked gorgeous though?
what, so neat.
Britt,
Yeah.
my sister. Truly, Sonique
We're in
was
the same head.
stunning. Like I was like, and she's gonna be on All Stars 6, I believe.
Thank
But
God.
she was I was watching her and be like, wow, she's like, and she wasn't like that compelling of a mover, but she was just like so. And you know whose look I loved? Morgan's. She was like that was very like Christina of the time.
Yeah, it was. It
Tina.
was very stripped.
It was so right that it's just like that hair, like the streaks of black. I was like,
Because this
I
was
missed
like,
that.
this was Christina and Bionic, technically. But yeah.
That's true. And I just love the flat hair. It's so funny to me.
Because everyone's just like, I'm a woman.
Oh my god.
But it doesn't work.
What were some of our favorite solos?
Sahara,
Yeah, Sahara's great.
Tatiana. Well,
Nicole
Sahara
Bates
won.
Deluxe.
You know what I found kind of interesting was Raven was like one of the worst. And she's like known to be a sex siren, but I
Yeah.
feel like she's not that confident a mover, it seems.
I did not expect her to be in the bottom.
I liked Mystique.
Yeah, Mystique was great. When she did the jump into the split, I love that. The drama of the angle of her jumping from like a 1 foot platform, they made it seem the way it was shot and the way they reacted, you would have thought it was like from a 2-story building. Like they were like,
They were just like,
Rue's
Rue was
face,
really shocked. He was really
he
shocked.
could not believe it. He could not. But Mystique was one of the best for me. I really liked. Who else did I like? I liked Tatiana. Oh, and Jessica Wilde was good too.
Yeah, just wow.
Nicole Page Brooks was so funny.
There's like, is that Courtney Cox? That's what somebody said.
Gina Von Teese looked angry.
Yeah, she was just like,
They cut to her and she was like I don't like this. But yeah, Mystique's group definitely killed it. Who do we think who are standouts for selling the cherry pie? I don't know who mine is.
Kahar.
pie.
I mean,
Gotta
Zara.
be Sonique for me.
Tatiana, cherry pie.
Sonique being like, all right, baby, my time's expensive, so you gotta buy one or not. And he's like, well, my time's expensive too. And she's like, well, so is mine, so hit it. And just walks away.
And the production had to be like, hey, can you be nicer to people? It's not a good reflection of the show.
When Rue was like, you were a bit rude on the street, Sonique seemed surprised. She was like, really? It was like, Sonique. Like,
She was just like, I had things to sell. I was busy. I was just trying to get money. You would do the same thing, wouldn't you?
the first thing she said was, it was really hot.
Yeah, it was really hot.
And then that's when Rue
That's
Iconic
you.
was like, that is really, very me. I am Sonique. I'd be like,
It was really hot. And then I would
really
scold
hot.
you.
Do you guys think there's anything sad to the fact that when you strip, you're getting ones thrown at you, but the pie is $5 a slice?
wow.
So
Not in
someone gives
Canada.
you a one,
Not in
but
Canada.
in the show, the pie was $5.
In Canada,
and
it's $5. It's $5 pie, and the tips are the same amount of money.
they're the same. That's why I got moved to
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah,
Free
moved to
healthcare
Canada.
and pie.
Oh my
But
God.
like, there's
It goes
got to be something
$5.20.
demeaning to the fact that you have a better chance of winning the challenge if you're good at selling pie than you are if you're sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird. Like, it felt like they really did not take the pie selling into consideration. They really
Yeah, it was
Oh,
just
yeah.
like so. It was also just so random.
It was so
I feel
random.
it's
but
like,
Like, was that a
No, it
sponsorship?
my guess was like, what if they like didn't have enough room to like keep them back there? So they're like, well, instead of like just having them wait outside, like make them sell some pie.
But it's also just like watching that. I was just like in a COVID mind, like just watching them like interact with random people with no mask on, but also like roll around on the stars
know.
because like people poo and pee on those stars. People that don't know that. and they clean them, but like
It's so
people
yeah,
poo and pee on them all the time. I've seen it happen.
Who poo?
Depends whose star it is, you know?
I
If it's R.
didn't
Kelly's
see them
star, you
poo,
don't
but I
have to
saw
pee out.
somebody pee.
Honey, you know what I would do? I'd take a big dump on Trump's star.
I'm pissing on R. Kelly's star, baby.
You, Jacob. Anyway, let's. Oh my god, that tongue shocked me. Okay, what
That's
happened?
what he does.
They poo and pee on the stars. Yes, Larry. Canada is sounding better. Try areas.
We have our own in Toronto. We have our own
Yeah.
walk. We have our own stars called the Canada Walk of Fame, but it's only like a single. It's not even a single.
It's like
walk.
4 different people.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Bryan Adams, Sarah McLachlan, Alanis Morissette,
Drake.
J.K. Rowling. No.
J.K. Rowling. Okay, let's get to the runway. Yeah.
What was the theme?
Oh, I truly forgot. I feel like it was like be a pretty
It was
girl
like
in
a
a dress.
gown kind of thing, yeah.
Oh yeah, it
Like
was in
sparkles
yeah.
kind of thing.
Oh my god.
Does Priyanka have a star on the Walk of Fame?
No.
She should.
Okay. Can I say Spencer, our lovely producer who outworks me every week, sent me a list of the order so I can say it out loud.
Spencer, everyone in the comments literally like
Spencer
do this.
Dane.
You get on, you fall to your hands and knees and you say thank God for
Thank you,
Spencer.
Spencer.
You say
We love
thank God
Spencer.
for Spencer. I don't
Very
know
good
who you
stuff.
worship. I don't know who your God is, who you pray to,
But
but tonight
Spencer now with Spencer.
it's Spencer, honey. Okay.
Okay.
Spencer is
Oh,
your
category was high class
High
drag.
class
That's
drag.
good to know.
I love an
And-
ambiguous category. That's just like
Oh, yeah. Spend a lot of money.
Oil.
RuPaul loves that category.
Oil, yeah.
First up, we have Sonique.
No,
I love
this is not
Sonique.
good.
It's truly like
Well, this is
If
all like
I-
ready wear, like
I know. It's like
Yeah.
if I'm judging
store.
I love it.
if we're
It's a
judging it by
corset
today's
yeah.
like today's drag standards, like if this was on a runway, they would eat her alive. But I feel like by season 2 standards, this was one of the more eye-catching looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
agreed.
really is she really is gorgeous. Like look at that. Girl. Oh, I love her.
Cinch, baby.
She's sent and also like
For
that
the
just,
gods.
you know when like a drag like it just that hair looks like her hair. Like I'm like that is just Sonique's hair. I like that look. I like that look on Sonique. Is it my it's Fate Conquers All says it's a shoot for them. Yes, Fate Conquers All.
Ooh,
Giving a
we got a
shoot.
shoot. Next up, we have our fan favorite, Jessica Wilde.
This
We love
was
it.
pretty. I will say, and I feel like this gets said sometimes, but like a black gown sometimes doesn't read on camera, right? Like it gets kind of muddied, but I still thought this was really pretty. She's gorgeous. Look how pretty
Yeah.
she is. I love that hair too. I love like an angular bob. Obsessed with that. I love the drama. The elegance.
Cute.
The
So what's
opulence.
the next look? Let's look at the next look.
The next look is
Ooh,
Raven.
Raven.
Here's the thing. This dress is kind of from B Dumpy,
Yeah.
but Raven herself, especially in this dark bang, she's so pretty.
The makeup is very good. You can tell that the makeup is really good. You can tell that her makeup is like, yeah, on point.
I don't know if they get in a fight because I haven't gotten this far, but I would love to see Raven and Tyra get in a fight.
Do they get into a fight? I feel like
They both
I
have
feel
such,
like-
bitchy
I feel
energy
like-
to them.
They don't,
I
but,
don't-
but Raven is really mean when she loses.
oh,
Yeah.
that's so.
Yeah.
It's like
She
the
reads like
message
the
she leaves.
bitchiest,
yeah.
the bitchiest message.
Oh my god, yeah. I feel like there was like they never fought, but I feel like there's a mutual respect, but I feel like they weren't like friends either. That message is so funny, and then Tyra's face reading it, being like,
What does that
"What
mean?
does that mean?" The message is she's like,
What does
keep your
that
eyes
mean?
on the stars. You'll never be one.
Yeah.
I'm getting told
So
I'm gonna
right.
love the finale.
Oh, and Jacob, you're gonna love the reunion. The reunion is so good.
Oh, good reunion.
I am not done
This
speaking.
one?
I am not done speaking. You will speak. You will speak when I'm done. That's Tatiana to Raven. It's great. I have very negative feelings about you after that show. Raven is like, and she does not care. Tatiana's like crying, being like, "You hurt me," and Raven's like,
Well, it was very like weird and funny and sad when they were like, "Who do you guys think should go home this week?" And Raven and Morgan both picked Tatiana.
Yeah,
I know,
Tatiana
they
was
really-
so upset.
they bullied her. It was so sad.
Nicole, who should go home? Send them all home.
I said them all. The judges were
And
really
then
like,
she goes home.
the judges were literally, they were so tickled by that. They were like, send them all home. They're like, what do you mean, Nicole? Like they were like,
And she's like, well, they all got to go eventually.
It's like, no, you gotta go first.
Tatiana's answer broke my heart. Because she
She's
literally
like,
was like,
Morgan.
she's like, Morgan, because she has immunity, like just trying not to like ruffle any feathers. And it's like, Tatiana, no, girl. I thought Pandora had the best answer of being like, the girl who made the least amount of money, the hoe who made the least amount of money.
That was a smart answer.
I was like, that's.
Unless
I
the
thought-
hoe was me. Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like that was true because Nicole did make the least amount of money. Yeah. But the runway.
We
Who's
got
next?
after Jessica Wild, we have Raven.
Oh, we did Raven.
Oh
when
wait,
we
we
were
already do Raven. Then we have Sahara.
Oh,
Yeah, that was good.
Sahara. She really is beautiful. I like this look. I also like. Oh, pretty. See, this is more drag. The other girls are wearing like this feels like a drag gown. to
Yeah.
me. But a lot
You
of
would
their
see
other,
this.
yeah, I feel like a queen would wear this at Cruise and Tangos today.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
My psychic sister. Oh my
We
God,
gotta combine
Jacob,
forces.
you've been to Cruise and Tangos, right?
No.
Never been to a gay bar in Toronto.
Been?
You never been to a gay bar ever?
I've been to a gay bar in.
Doesn't Olivia
know,
work
what's
at a?
downtown?
Doesn't Olivia work at a gay bar?
Yeah, she did.
Didn't they get hepatitis there one year? I remember there was hepatitis
I don't.
outbreak once.
I don't think. From what I've heard about the gay bar she worked at, the food and stuff is not. I would not eat there. O'Grady's in Toronto. Don't eat at O'Grady's in Toronto.
I
Why?
love that.
They're nice. I actually don't even know if they're very nice to their staff. I'll actually say that also. Just don't eat at O'Grady's in Toronto. You could find better food in that.
None of the food in the village was good, to be honest. So actually, no,
Yeah.
ginger is good. Ginger is good.
There's a yummy Thai place.
All right,
Ginger.
guys.
See, I know.
Get off the
As I
fucking-
heard myself say that, I was like, no one cares.
How did we?
Who's
get
next after Sahara?
Oh,
Oh,
my God.
ugly.
Pandora.
It's off. This dress is awful. It's just so hideous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
this
not
is
That
not-
type of green on pale skin just looks sickly. Like the black bands. It's awful. Yeah,
Because remember her thing was like, I look like Carrie Bradshaw.
yeah, and it's like, no, you don't, girl. You don't.
Scary Bradshaw.
Scary
we have
Bradshaw.
Jujubee. We have Jujubee next.
Oh my God, I love Jujubee. Oh, this is a pretty. This is gorgeous.
She looks like your friend, your good friend.
Yes, she literally the sense of like warmth. Like I feel like we've all been in a drama class with Jujubee. You know.
Yeah, she's like
I
the
love
cool.
Jujubee.
See, that is like, and I think this feels like drag, but also fashion.
Yeah.
To me, and the accessories are perfect. Jujubee, I think because her
Judge
her
Juju.
Judge Judy. I feel like because her aesthetic is it's like a bit more simple. I feel like it's underrated because I feel like she really does have a great eye for like accessories and
Yeah.
styling, and like she's never looked bad. Like I can't think of one runway where Jujubee's ever looked bad. She's gorgeous. And her makeup, she's a makeup girl. Like her makeup is gorgeous. Love her.
Up next, we have Nicole Page of Brooks. Or is that Courtney Cox?
Is that Courtney Cox? Merle, or was it Dita Von Teese was like, yeah, she's...
That's Courtney.
Also,
Cox.
Jacob, how do you feel about Merle?
If Merle's the Michelle of this season?
Yes. Do you like her?
Honestly, I find it very fascinating that none of the other judges have any lines. Like when they do like the runway and like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no formatting. Yeah.
Yeah. And also, like, I feel like Michelle feels like she's playing a role on the panel. She feels like she's showing up to work. Whereas, like, Merle really just feels like she's
Merle's
an
just
audience
like,
member at a
"I'm
drag
here."
show. Like, she's just happy to be there. Like, she's laughing.
Whoa.
I know.
It feels more revolving around Rue in these seasons. Like, it's all set up to make Rue look more important than the other judges. Whereas, like, in later seasons, I feel like the judges get to talk and get to, like, also be funny.
Yeah. Even, like, Santino, like, barely said a word this episode, it felt like.
It's like, yeah,
Santino.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah, Rue.
Yeah. Yeah. Shake the dice and steal the rice. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hey
Gorge says, I love that Nicole is it a worse version of Raven's look and they lip sync? Yeah, Nicole's look was bad.
Yeah.
Sorry to
This
Nicole.
was not a
and her
good
child.
week for Nicole.
How old is Nicole's child now?
Probably like a teenager. Maybe even like.
I
older than
know.
that.
I know. Like, what if he's like in his 20s? Could
I
he
don't
be?
think
I'm
so.
excited for second
He's probably, like,
generation
16.
Drag Race members. Like Nicole paid Brooke's kid to be on Drag Race.
Ooh.
That or Tyra's kid.
Drag Race.
Tyra's kid.
Drag Race. The kids.
Legacy.
Oh, Legacy. Ooh, Legacy.
Okay,
Done.
who do we have next? We have Mystique. Our girl Mystique didn't do the splits this week, but we still love her.
No. She looks pretty. Her makeup is very like I
It
feel
looks
like very,
weird around the eyes.
I feel like it's very like pageant like stage
Yeah.
makeup because I feel like again like a lot of these girls like truly like only knew how to paint for like bars, but like there were no like YouTube ring light tutorials.
Yeah, or like how to look good on camera. How does
Exactly.
No one was doing drag on camera. Even Rue's makeup is like.
Oh yeah. Like, but I thought Mystique looked gorgeous, and I think, yeah, like this is probably one of her better looks. I think out of all of hers in the show.
We have
there's
Morgan next.
Well,
sorry,
I will
baby.
say no. I was just gonna say Mystique serves one of the most iconic looks where the theme is like this is I think next episode, but the theme is like country, and like Mystique is just wearing like a purple like top and like pants, like it's just like a not country.
Jeans.
But her whole thing is she's like
This
her
is how
whole
people.
thing-
Okay,
but her philosophy behind it is valid. Where she's like, "Listen, I'm from the country, and this is how people like in the country dress. Like they're just normal, like everybody else."
She's like, that's Western. That's not country. She's like, I don't want to defend to offend people in the country. This is my
Oh my
people.
God. And then Mystique also
Utica.
says, "Oh my God!" But Jacob, I can't believe you're gonna love this. She also says like, "Well, like before." She's like, before I came on Drag Race, my mom was abducted by the cartel.
I don't even remember that. Like, I don't.
Oh my God! I just remembered it. And they're all like, and they honestly like don't comment on that. Like it's like she says it and she's kind of emotional.
There's a lot
And the
of
judges are
weird
like,
things that happen with, like, do you remember when they showed like the baby photos and they were like, all of Mystique's baby photos seriously burnt in a fire.
Mystique has the most mysterious, and I mean her name. It says it all. She has the most mysterious journey.
She is in Mystique.
She's
in the cartel. Yeah.
I'm such a Mystique fan. It's crazy. Between the cartel doing the splits on the runway out of nowhere, iconic queen. After Mystique, we have Morgan coming down the runway.
Morgan says when she walks on the runway, she's like, all the other girls are wearing a gown. That's boring. I'm going to wear a skirt and a jacket.
Morgan's the most basic white bitch ever to not be a woman.
Truly.
That's literally... Oh, sorry.
No, what were you saying?
When I worked like security at the building, there was this like lady who was like kind of like my boss, and this is how she dressed, and it looked exactly like her.
Oh my god, I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of like this look, if I'm real. It's not my favorite, but I'm kind of like, yeah, it's fine.
Morgan as a person has turned me off of them so much already in this season. By just being so cocky and annoying.
Morgan has she has kind of a nasty attitude. When we get to that eating mini challenge, she eats a lot of haggis at one point, and I was really like, Morgan. No.
Who cares?
Oh, I forgot the eating challenge.
But she was so like, she does it like in a very like bro-y like way where she's like, yeah, like I could eat all this stuff, and she's just kind of like eat, and I'm just like, stop trying. She's very kind of like, I feel like her out of drag, she's trying to be like, I'm like a man, you know what I mean? And I'm like, girl.
That was the culture.
I don't know Morgan well because I only know her from All Stars, and she was awful in the season of All Stars that she was in.
She was bad.
Because that first week was cocky and made Bendel Crone eliminate herself.
She did. She should have brought back Aja instead of Morgan.
Yeah, I was watching that today, and I was just like,
Aja was so good on All Stars 3, and I hate how...
That's what always happens. There's always just somebody that gets screwed over.
Her, Crystal Ibesia should have won Snatch Game. There, I said it. Anyway, who's next on the runway? Oh, this is great. Girl. I love that. I mean...
It looked great. It was like...
She looked so pretty.
She was ready to go.
It really is like a perfect look. Mm-hmm. And I feel like this is like it's truly timeless. Her makeup is actually like, I'm like, that's the most gorgeous woman I've ever seen in my life. Like, look at her. She's so pretty. And she even says it when she walks. She's like, I'm giving you like glamour and fashion, but I'm also giving you drag. And I feel like Tyra, for one of the younger queens, I thought it was impressive that she kind of brought like the majority of the old school references were coming from Tyra. Yeah. And she always, and for even like for all of Tyra's kind of whatever.
She was wise beyond
ups and downs. She was, and she always was very quick to talk about how she takes reference from like her drag mother and like old school drag. And like, she's very passionate about that. And I like that about her.
The makeup is clean.
So
Tyra is a cocky bitch, and she backs it up.
That's the thing. That's why it's like it's fun to watch Tyra behave the way she does, because at the end of the day, it's like, well, she is the prettiest queen, so it's like, do whatever you want. Like you can be. It's like, I guess you don't have to practice and rehearse because you're literally doing great. I love her.
Okay, so we gotta get to the tops and the bottoms. Yes. Oh wait, Tatiana.
Rihanna.
Tatiana. I like this look. Ru, I love what Ru says when Tatiana's leaving the runway. Ru is like, very real. Very real.
Yeah.
And I love that. I mean, Tatiana's makeup, her matte lip, I feel like was ahead of her time. I was looking at that matte lip and I was like, this is like, I'd see that lip today. I think she looks pretty. Prom. It's so prom.
It's so West
she really does. She really does look pretty. She really does look pretty. I think. This was like
That's
the last
interesting take.
Oh, interesting. Abby's coming in with a scalding hot take.
Okay.
So bottoms and tops.
Oh.
The tops and the bottoms.
The winner was Sahara Davenport's team.
Yes, and it was beautiful to see Sahara win.
Yeah, it made me like, I actually forgot that she won the challenge, and watching her win, I was like, I don't know, made me feel happy. I was like, yeah, Sahara.
Like, yes.
It is interesting to watch like Sahara win and then like put into perspective how asshole-ish some of the fans are. And it's like, these queens could die. Like,
yeah, good point, Jacob. Like, honestly, you if, and I don't think our gorgeous straight gagging fan base who are the
our fan base is the best.
They're the best.
They're so nice.
They're so nice, but it's like when people give hate to queens, it's like, and say stuff literally like death threats or say kill yourself. It's like, I bet the same people who send those threats would be the people like probably who would be sobbing if they found out they died. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you probably you love these girls no matter what.
Brandon.
I died.
I don't
Fix
remember
my
who
life.
I know Zahara won. I don't remember.
R.I.P.
I know her team won. Morgan's safe because she's got immunity from last week.
I miss. What do we think? Do we miss immunity, or do we think that?
No.
No.
I think it's funny because it's like, I don't know, like especially what was it when Tyra gets immunity a couple of times, and
Oh, I can't wait for that. Did she even give a
It's-
shit after that?
well, you'll see. It's
my God.
I feel like she does. I don't know if I'm remembering it correctly, but I feel like it just like Tyra becomes more Tyra when she has immunity.
She's like, I don't care.
Uh,
I got immunity
Yeah,
this week. She literally says that.
And she literally's like, I don't. She's like, I don't care what happened to you. What happens to you, girls? Like, I have immunity.
I love Tyra.
Her attitude is great. And then the girls are asked, "Who do you want to send home?" Morgan, Raven say Tatiana. When Raven is asked why, Raven's like, "Well, I feel like Tatiana's just here to be a pretty girl." And then Tatiana leaves, and she's like, "No, no." I like that. And then Raven, and I like, Brandon, you're on mute. We can't hear you, girly.
No. Oh no.
It's okay,
Okay.
Brandon. Will.
I've literally
I
like
knew
been
my-
dropping stuff and everything's been falling, but
But you still look gorgeous.
thank you. I needed to put up my light on.
Did we agree at the bottom too?
Yeah. I did.
I think if you're doing it based on the money, then who even gives a shit, you know? These were
Yeah.
the two people who got the least money.
It also, I feel like, is good TV to see like Raven, who's like one of the like cockier, meaner queens, like lip sync, because then you're like, okay, takes her down a notch. And Raven like really delivers that lip sync. Like it was good. Merle was screaming the whole time. She was obsessed with it. Couldn't get enough. What are the comments saying?
I like
TBH,
that
I've
one.
never seen. Oh my god, Brandon! I love when she's pointing at the girls and she's like, never gonna get it.
Hey guys, I gotta be honest. I am devastated to lose Nicole and Paige Brooks.
Yeah.
Follow her on
I find them fascinating.
She really is, and like, but here's the thing. I think the fact that we only got her for such a small amount of time, it contributes to her iconicness. Because like, I feel like we got what we needed for her, and I'm worried. I feel like if she hung around longer, we might have grew to resent her. You know what I mean?
Why does it sound like Brandon's like hacking a mainframe or something?
Because I am.
What are you hacking, sister?
I'm looking for you.
Straight hacking.
I was trying to
for
see
me.
if Tyra was like, because I was like, what is Nicole doing now? Like,
I think she still does drag in Atlanta.
oh, she
Yeah, and then she
gifted
did-
season 7 winner Violet Chachki with a dress before Violet got casted for season 7. That was the
Violet talks a lot in like pods and interviews and stuff where she's like, yeah, I'm like a mean girl because I grew up being like read the house down by like Nicole Page Brooks, like backstage at the club. And like the idea of Nicole Page Brooks like criticizing Violet, like to be a fly on the wall, like I would die. Like
I love
her
that- I love
grandmother,
that's
Dax exclamation point.
yeah, her
The things
drag
are
mother's
so
Dax.
funny. She's the first contestant to achieve the 11th place. Nicole is Catholic. Nicole likes goat cheese.
This is from Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love Nicole. Nothing but love for Nicole Page. Nothing but love for Nicole Page Brooks. But Raven does
Go
win the lip
Nation.
sync. Truly, and you knew, Jacob. You must have known that Raven would.
I
win
knew
the
Raven
lip
was
sync.
gonna. I know Raven. I know where I know how most of this goes. You know, I just haven't seen it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who do you think is gonna go home next?
Who do I think's gonna go home next? Let me go through the list of names. I can see. Okay. List of names. I can see Morgan going home soon. Pandora. Jessica Wilde. Those are my 3.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay.
It's funny that I'm literally the only one here who doesn't know. Everyone else knows. Everyone's like, you, this idiot.
I think some of those queens will surprise you by how long they stay.
I'm excited. I'm excited to be surprised.
Is it time
we
for
got a
Teach
segment.
Me?
Do we got a segment next? What's the...
Teach Me Daddy. Could someone make a theme song for Teach Me Daddy?
Oh my god, I love a theme song for Teach Me Daddy.
Here, you could use this as a sample. Teach me daddy. Is that good?
I liked it.
Yeah. Okay. Does anybody have anything? I don't think I have, but wait.
Oh, I have no questions. Let me try and think of something.
I think I have one.
Okay, give me
I
a...
think I
Let's go, baby.
Okay. Why? No, that's not good. Never mind.
Damn it.
I don't know. Wait, Brendan, do you have one?
No.
Wait, okay. I mean, what I was going to ask, it's not that great, but what attracts, because here's the thing. I kind of live my life thinking, existing in this binary where, like, gay men, we buy, our deodorant that we buy is Dove for men. And
I
then,
don't.
what do you buy, girly?
I use Xeon Health's clay dry deodorant.
Well, see, and that does contribute to my thesis as well.
Yeah.
But straight men, on the other hand, drawn to Old Spice, when, in my opinion,
No,
Old Spice
no,
doesn't...
no.
Old Spice doesn't taste that good.
You don't know us. We don't know what straight men like. We are not buying Old Spice. We are buying what is on sale. We are buying what is on sale, and what is on sale is Old Spice. That is where you are wrong. Old Spice is one of the cheaper deodorants, and we are trying to not spend money because we don't care.
You don't care. So what flavor deodorant do you use?
I don't really try them. I haven't really tasted them yet.
But they don't, because like for instance, mine is like a cedar wood something.
Oh, for
Here's
Old Spice,
all-
I know which one I would use.
All I care about is that it's dry.
Me,
You know what deodorants really fucking... You remember those deodorants, and they still exist, but it's like wet?
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Oh
You,
yeah,
you
I don't like
twist it, and it's
that.
like a wet layer, and you put it on your armpit, and it's
No.
just soaked.
I like that blue. I like the blue.
I don't like the blue. It's too
I
wet.
don't like the blue. I
The
like
blue's
that.
too wet.
I like that berry scented Old Spice one. I can't remember what it's called.
Berry.
The black currant one. I remember I would wear it, and Ben Steger used to wear it.
I love that. Oh my god, we have breaking intel, and I don't know if I'm
What is it?
airing Spencer's dirty laundry, but Spencer, our tech extraordinaire, says that he uses the wet deodorants.
Oh my god. Spencer, hop on the
just said
mic.
it.
This is big.
Different strokes
is
for different
big.
folks.
Spencer, what brand of wet deodorant?
So it's Gillette, and I forget if it's got a
For a
specific
woman.
name, but it's an antiperspirant,
For man, made for
and it's the only thing that that works for me, that makes me not sweat and stink. So that's why I use
I
it.
love
for
it.
you.
Okay.
I guess.
Okay.
Do you think it's like
I
a
love that.
stronger deodorant?
I think it's pretty strong. Like I don't know, and you're supposed to put it on like the night before, almost like before.
Oh, is this like
It's
Oh,
one of those
strength?
things.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
strong. I
Yeah.
love that. Gillette
Interesting.
seems like athletic to me. Gillette, I'm like, Spencer's a hockey player. You know?
The
That's- that-
packaging looks athletic, yeah.
Yes. I can already like see it now. I feel like lots of grays. You know,
Lots of blues, actually. Yeah.
Blue. See the boy.
I can see it being like a clear kind of.
It's clear. And it's got like those.
tinted clear.
It's got those little beads in it. I don't know what they do, but like it's got that stuff. And you turn the dial and it kind of like squirts out through the top, and then you smear it on your armpit.
Oh my god, smear
Wow.
it.
You
Our
smear it.
fans are also, we have clinical level sweaters in our fan group right now. The fandom is
Oh my
sweating.
goodness.
There we go.
Yeah.
They understand me. Yes.
I don't sweat a lot in my armpits, but when it's hot, I will like if I'm wearing a gray shirt, I will get the biggest like stomach sweat. Like I just get my shirt looks drenched, like someone sprayed me with a hose. Can anyone relate?
I'm a sweater.
I don't sweat in my armpits. It's just like my head and my head mostly.
Yeah, I'm not an armpit sweater either.
I'm a head sweater.
I will. Do you guys shave your armpits ever? Summer hits.
I do.
I'll give my armpits a trim because I just don't feel like sweating all summer.
I do.
Really?
I don't like
Yeah,
it.
sometimes I'll cut my hair too because I just don't like being hot.
Oh
in summer.
Lord, I forgot about that.
Oh my god, I can't. I truly, because I am just such a hairy person that if I started in one place, it would just look so uneven.
It's
It
true.
would have to. I'd have to do it everywhere.
Yeah,
Truly.
you are hairy.
Even under your armpits?
I mean, maybe not there. I guess I could.
Yo, but that's probably thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like I have a trimmer. It takes 2 seconds, and my
I had a friend
armpits
in
are
high
nice and,
school-
like trimmed.
I had a friend in high school who would dye her armpit hair.
Oh, okay.
She like
I
dyed
thought
it
you were gonna
blue.
say she died from like shaving.
She dyed it blue.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
a new Venus ad. This girl died by
Addictive.
using the wrong razor. That is so
Okay,
funny.
I think we should wrap it up, guys.
Yeah. Wait, but do you have a question for us?
Okay, let me think of a question for you guys. We're talking about body washes and such and stuff like that. Do you guys find yourself using body washes that are marketed towards women, or do you think they're like kind of unisex? Because I don't expect you guys are using Axe body
For
wash.
me, I can only use like very like what is that weird? It's like an every soap thing, and it can be used for like anything. Like I don't know what it's called, but there's like peppermint and like all these. It's like I can only use like natural
Pine
soaps.
Sol?
No, not pine sol. I can only use like natural soaps or like anything that's like somewhat like natural because my skin is very sensitive. I can't use like Irish Spring or my skin will die.
See, that is such not straight guy shit right there. I love it.
I remember I tried to use Irish Spring once because that's all they had at this Airbnb in Montreal, and my skin just like cracked.
Was
Is
this
that
JFL?
painful?
What?
Is it painful when your skin cracks? Like, what happens?
It's just dry and it cracks because it's too harsh.
Fuck.
Dr. Bronner's. Yeah, Dr. Bronner's. That's what I use.
Ah, the doctor.
Oh my god! I feel like I'm if I'm like say in like using a friend's shower and they have like a girly shampoo, I'm excited to use it, but I feel like I don't get like fun fruity shampoo. I'll get like a Head and Shoulders because I'm a little bit dandruffy, and
Same
I
here,
get like
baby.
I'll
The
get like
tea
a
tree oil?
Dove.
Yeah, I have to use black people's stuff for my hair.
I feel
Is that more
And I don't-
expensive?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and women's hair product. I feel like that's more expensive as
Yeah,
well.
it
As
is.
well.
Because most
Oh,
black
yeah.
hair products are targeted towards women, so yeah, they are.
Yeah, truly.
You guys gotta
Well,
get this pulling out hair. Costs no money. Cheap.
Should I get extensions?
Is my hair falling out? No, it's not.
No, you take the pills. Get me the pills.
Okay, let's sing Ben Happy Birthday.
Yeah, let's sing Ben Happy Birthday and let's call it an app.
Okay, let's do it.
Happy
Happy
birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ben. Happy birthday to you.
Oh my god!
This has been straight
you.
gagging.
It's been straight
Thank you
gagging.
guys
Oh
for
my
joining
God.
us. Happy
Yeah.
birthday, Ben.
Happy
we
birthday,
love
Ben.
you.
I love you.
Oh, I love you, Mo. Thank you, Spencer, for that gorgeous banner. Thank you, Brandon,
Thank
Jacob,
you,
and everyone
Spencer.
watching.
We'll see you guys on next week for episode 3. Bye, guys.